Howdy folks, Keywii here, and welcome back to Ace Academy. It's Ace so much be awesome, where we're just having gym class and it's a fun old time. People are talking about clothes and shit. It's a good old time. Sho crosses his arms defiantly.
Just because I admire the female figure from a safe distance away without their knowledge does not make me a pervert.
See, everything up until the without their knowledge bit was fine. You're really not helping your case. A few moments go by as we wait for class to start. Oh, I thought they were like, we've responded to what you've said sort of a situation, but apparently not. By the way, have you guys thought about what we should do for sponsorship? I thought it said sportsmanship. I can't read. If you saw my episode of Chinese Parents, you know I can't read today. Everything is broken.
Not quite.
No.
Sho and I both glance at Carrie in surprise and he crosses her arms.
What?
You're usually on top of this stuff.
I've been busy. This team isn't the only thing I focus on.
I mean, that makes sense, but you've been pretty adamant about being in charge. If Sho can say anything else, I intervene. That's okay, I might have a lead anyway.
Really?
Yeah, I'm fucking amazing. What have I been telling you this whole damn time? She doesn't need to sound so surprised. Yeah, you know the SBA? They both nod. I know somebody who works for them. She's agreed to help us find the sponsor. She'll clap you on the back. Ah! Wait. Ah! Wait. Not sure if you can hear that.
This is why I chose you to join our team. You make things happen.
Yeah, because, again, I'm from If this were real life, I'd be from Canada, not America. Are you sure it's not just because I was the only person available? Carrie snorts, but Sho is unfazed.
That too.
Sho's about to speak again when Carrie shushes him. Again, I thought that said shoves him.
Be quiet. Class is about to start.
You don't look that angry for your voice. Fraser waits for the room to quiet down before he begins the class. Hello. Ah, here we go. The professor dismisses the class. Cool. And the three of us file out together. That was a quick class. I just blacked out the entire time, really. My muscles are already fatigued and my limbs tremble. I know I'm going to be sore tomorrow. Sho groans.
My legs feel like they're on fire.
Should you not be used to this? Like, I guess it's the beginning of the school year, but like, if you do something all the time, you don't feel exhausted from it anymore. Not as much anyway. Your body adapts that way. It's pretty ingenious, the way the human body works. I grunt in sympathy, too tired to respond. Carrie power walks ahead of us.
Class wasn't that hard.
That's because you're used to it, right? Sho and I stare at each other. I whisper to him. Staring directly in his eyes, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? How's she doing that right now?
She's a cyborg, a human mecha hybrid.
Can you make jokes like that in the future? Will she not be offended? Makes sense to me. Hey, normal clothes. Alright, once we're outside, Sho waves goodbye.
Well, that was fun. I got some stuff to take care of, though. I'll catch you on the flip side, Gowry, Mr. Broseph.
My name?
Same. I'll talk to you guys later.
We all say goodbye. No, it's cleverly they're not voicing like names. Like very rarely do you get voice acting like that. I think the only example I can think of is Fallout 4, because they had a select bunch of names. So if you had a weird one, they wouldn't say it. But if you had like a relatively normal one that was on their list, then they would actually do that, which was pretty good, pretty neat. Ooh, do I want to hang out with Carrie, Mayu, or Sho? I want to hang out with Sho. I want to get a girl with me. And of these three, guess I haven't hung out with you yet, so see what you're up to. I go to the library to study. I sit down at a secluded desk between the stacks of books. There's so many. After a couple of minutes, I hear what I think is a muffled thumping, as if somebody's trying to quiet their jumping. Thumping with the jumping. Following the noise to a nearby stack, I see Mayu, balancing on her toes, trying to reach a book on the top shelf. Fingers barely graze the ledge of the shelf. She tries a dainty hop, and still fails to reach the book. As she sighs, she pouts and readies herself to try again. Get a ladder or something. She seems kind of upset. I'll intervene. Stifling, oh wow, rude. I walk over and easily pull the book out that she needs. Mayu blinks at me as I hand it to her.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Mayu, which is your full name, according to me. She hugs the book to her chest and stares shyly at the ground. No problem, seemed like you could use some help there. Her cheeks redden as she nods. Yeah, I'm really short. I take another look at the book she's holding. It's in front of her chest. Isn't that the Piloting 101 textbook?
Yeah.
Well, I thought so. I guess you're working on the assignment too?
Yeah.
Okay. She gives me a strange look. I only know this because I have to retake Piloting 101. I'm not stalking or anything. What a weird thing to defend yourself with.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
What a weird defense. There's a long pause. Mayu refuses to make eye contact with me, and I'm worried I might have scared her when she suddenly speaks.
Why do you have to take Piloting 101 again?
The curriculum, they think they're better than the school I came from, and it's nonsense. As soon as the words leave her mouth, her eyes grow wide and her blush deepens. Not really.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
No, you're fine. Can't help but grin at her reaction. No, don't worry. It's a normal question. I mean, it's a little pry, but I'm not going to complain. Basically, my credit from CINY didn't transfer. Apparently, some of the material's different here for the introductory course, but so far everything we've covered has been the same.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so I'm just going to be doubly good at the basics and not so good at the advanced stuff. Yeah, that said, since I've taken this class before, if you ever need help, feel free to ask me. She smiles.
That would be great.
Great! We stand in silence again. She seems like she wants to ask me something, but is too shy to say it. I prefer to help her now. I know exactly what she wants to ask me. I close my eyes and pucker my lips. I think she wants to be left alone. No, she doesn't want to be left alone. She likes me, I assume. Actually, she might not. Hang on. Hang on! I know this is a dating sim, but they clearly put more effort into this. Confidence or offer to help her now. Would you like any help now?
Sure. But only if it's not too much trouble.
There you go. Of course not. They always have time for my friends. And also you. Her eyes meet mine when I say friend before she quickly looks away again. Another blush stains her cheeks. If you want to be my friend, you have to actively participate. I'm not going to have any passive friends. Despite that, she smiles and nods. We sit down at a desk together, and I go over my notes with her. As we settle at the desk, I pull out my tablet, and Mayu pulls out a spiral notebook, like a physical spiral. I've never known what a spiral notebook is. I've seen the words before, but I don't actually know what that means. Is it like a spiral on the front? I don't know. I mean, I assume it's just a normal notebook. Why the hell's... Again, I don't know. She opens her textbook and flips to the correct page, then opens her notebook to a fresh page. Her pencil at the ready, and she begins to read the text. I watch her curiously as she meticulously writes the notes in fine print. Her mouth moves as she reads, though, which is a little weird, but I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to judge her for that. After a couple of minutes, she looks up, and her eyes meet mine for a second before she looks away. A blush strains at her cheeks. It's just trying so hard. Are you writing your notes? Mayu seems self-conscious.
Yeah.
That's really cool. We flash back to the year 2000. I don't understand what that means. Wait, hang on. Did you write down your own notes? Yes. What are these responses? Is this me making fun of her? I'm gonna try it. Didn't realize anyone still did that. It's kind of an antique method. Oh, because it's the future. Ah, I get it. See, it didn't register. It was like, what the hell is happening? Because people still write notes now. It makes sense. Mayu frowns and fidgets uncomfortably.
I know. It's a little weird.
No. It's just fine. Using a tablet is more efficient. You can type a lot faster than when you write, which is especially helpful during lectures when the professor talks kind of fast.
That's true. but I'm more comfortable writing things down.
No, I get that.
I feel like I understand the material better when I have to pay attention to what I'm noting.
Really? She nods. How'd you get into that habit?
I wasn't allowed to have electronics when I was growing up.
In the future. You're surrounded by them. Lights are electronics. Did you fucking read by candlelight? I guess those are more electrics than electronics. Shut up. Can't remember the last time I was without my tablet. How did you survive? Mayu giggles.
Well, it wasn't
Oh
so
no.
bad. I think that's where I got my love of books. I wasn't allowed to play games very often, but Father always encouraged reading.
Father, and not Dad.
He said he didn't want me to get distracted from my studies, so that's why I wasn't allowed to have a tablet.
You know, something to study on. Sounds like your father takes your education very seriously, and also very weird.
He does. I was in high school when I got my first tablet, but by then I was so used to using a pen and paper that typing out my notes felt unnatural.
Which is perfectly fine. That makes sense based on how you were raised, but like, you need computers for so much of life now. I can't imagine what it's like 30, 40 years from now. Like, Jesus. What kind of fucking equivalent for Amish do you live in? My God. Oh, shit, I double-clicked. Hang on. I forgot, there's no... Well, the one upside to writing all the time is that your handwriting is really neat. I don't even know how. Wouldn't be able to read my notes if I wrote everything down. Mayu giggles.
I'm sure that's not true.
I read somewhere once that the person's handwriting can say a lot about them. I've never actually heard that.
Oh, really?
Well, your characters are all very neat and small. Your strokes are slightly rounded, but not angular or spiky.
What does that mean?
You're an introvert. It's the green one, so let's show off my smirks. It means you tend to be more shy and avoid confrontation. You also have a tendency to be more creative. Mayu seems pleased.
That actually sounds accurate.
I can tell a lot. Oddly, I can actually tell a lot about you, based on the way you fucking write. The handwriting doesn't lie. Anyway, we should focus on the assignment. I wonder how he knows how to do that in a world without handwriting.
Right.
It's spelled with a W, Mayu. She turns back to her text, and I return to mine. As I'm reading, I can see Mayu glancing at me out of the corner of her eye. Out of the corner of my eye. She's glancing at me through my eyes. I'll look up.
Well, do you think you could explain this passage to me?
John 3:16. Those who... I don't know any. Hang on, I got the Gospel of John in front of me. Hang on. And no quotes that I can see. Yes, Lord, I believe, the man said, and he worshipped Jesus. Page, I don't know, 40-something? That was alright, you know what? I'm down. That was cool. Of course. That was a fun little moment. I continue to help her until her assignment is complete. I'm basically done for the day, but I don't feel like going home just yet. I wander the campus aimlessly as I decide what I want to do. Study at the library, check out the quad, hang out at the pilot's lounge. Ooh, I don't know. Let's go to the quad. Fuck. It's a gorgeous day and I don't want to be cooped up inside. I'll go to the quad and see what's happening there. See what's hopping. I remember briefly passing through the quad last week, so I have a vague idea of how to get there. Mostly just follow the greenery. For a few minutes I spot the open lawn of green grass. A couple of guys are running around the yard, playing some sort of game. At the same time, a bunch of students are having a picnic in the shade of a giant oak. And a few others are reading on the beaches lining the yard. I thought they said breaches, and I was real confused. Something flies towards my head, coming dangerously close to my eyes. I do nothing but stare. Duck. Oh shit, duck! I didn't know it was timed. Oh god! Instinctively, I drop down as whatever it is flies over my head and lands softly in the grass. As I walk over to collect it, I realize it's a frisbee. Well, yeah, obviously it's a frisbee, but like, I didn't get. What were the other choices? Two boys join me when I pick it up.
Thanks for getting that for us.
And don't worry, I'm no nits. I know how to fucking catch a frisbee without my face. No problem.
Sorry about that. Butterfingers here can't aim to save his life.
I don't know, he aimed pretty fucking good at my head.
That's not true, it just slipped a little.
Yeah? Yeah, it's okay. The first guy squints at me, then his face lights up in recognition.
Wait a minute. I know you. You're the chick magnet.
Yeah, and you're the weird guy who wanted fucking advice on secrets that didn't exist. What?
Oh, yeah! From the foreign exchange class.
Why does everyone speak English?
Remember us?
Yeah.
It's awesome that you're here.
Sure. An idea dawns on him.
Hey, you wanna play with us? Yeah, you
Fuck
should
it.
join us.
I'm not really doing anything else. Sure. I shrug, these guys are a bit excitable, but otherwise don't seem so bad. Okay, I'll play.
Awesome. Let's move away from other
I don't care about
people.
popularity, I do whatever the fuck I want.
Hit anyone. Again.
I can be popular, I can not be popular. I don't give a fuck, okay? People come to me, I go to them. I don't even care. I'm just gonna do whatever I want. I didn't register any of this. Let's move away from other people so there's no chance of accidentally hitting anyone again. You didn't hit me, so good idea. These guys aren't too bad. I learned from them that they're from Korea and have been inseparable since childhood. Neat. My phone rings and Yuna's name flashes on the screen. Sorry guys, I had to take this. It's been fun. The guys nod and wave at me. Answer the phone as I search for a secluded spot to talk. Hi, Yuna. How goes the search?
Actually, that's why I called you. I have some good news.
Oh, sweet. I like good news. What is it?
I got you an interview.
Oh, fucking sweet. Already, it's only been a day. I mean, that seems pretty slow, but whatever. How'd you do it?
Lots of phone calls.
Thanks. I laugh. Yeah, that's... Thanks. That's great. Thanks for telling me the actual method and not the fucking obvious one.
I know. It's with Warp Tech Corporation.
Warp Tech? Oh god, I'm going to be Moira! I nearly dropped the phone. How did you get a major player like Warp Tech interested in us?
I told them the truth. You guys are a strong, up-and-coming team. And with the right sponsor there to support you, you'll be unstoppable.
We'll be unreachable. Heh, thanks. We'll definitely need an advantage if we had access to Warp Tech's weaponry. When is the interview?
Yeah, about that.
It was an hour ago. I was just putting off calling you. Presentation is ominous.
Your interview is tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Tomorrow? I was thinking it was earlier. That's awesome. I have so much time to prepare. Drop the phone. I drop it on the ground. And yeah, I drop the phone. Phone fumbles from my grip, but I catch it before it falls. That's not what I said.
Hello?
I said drop the phone.
You okay?
Did you say tomorrow?
I know it's last minute, but their next availability is a few weeks away. I didn't think you could wait that long.
I could have, but no, you're right. Sooner's better. I need to call my team. I don't know if they'll be able to make it.
They don't all need to be there. As long as one member of the team is there, the interview can happen.
Cool.
Can you make it?
I mean, I definitely fucking can, but I need time to prepare, especially if I'm going alone.
No, I'll be there. And as a member of the SBA, I'll be taking the lead in presenting your credentials. I've got everything under control.
I will stand in the pose and say nothing the entire time, not blinking, staring ahead. Alright, I'll make my own preparations tonight. To meet you tomorrow.
Great. I'll meet you in front of the library after class.
Sweet. Thanks again, Yuna. I owe you one. I owe you more than one, but whatever.
It was my pleasure.
Pleasure, you say? We both hang up. The first thing I do is send a group text to my team. Got an interview with Warp Tech Corp tomorrow afternoon. Can any of you join? Okay if you can't. Okay if you can't. I have it under control. Just one more word. Just one more word. Alright. A minute after I've sent the text, I receive a reply. It's from Sho, which is no surprise. He's always freakishly quick to respond. Bro safe, I'll be hanging Fritz on the dock plan. The fuck? I literally have no idea what that means. I text him back. So you mean yes? You're funny. Good luck and let me know how it goes. At least I got an answer. One down, two more to go. Still got some time before I need to go home. Valerie, my boo. As I'm passing the quad, I spot a familiar blonde head waving me over. But that'll have to be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I, of course, am Keywii. You've been great too, and yourself a delightful day. Goodbye!